Welcome to another episode of the Halfway to Middle Age podcast. I'm Uncle Vermo, and that good-looking gent across the way with the creased Buffalo Bills. Sorry, is it too soon? He is,
J-Bone.
and I don't mean too soon about the hack. She told me you fell asleep when you creased it. I mean, is it too soon to talk about the Buffalo Bills and their loss, and
Probably.
the firing of their head coach? And you told me Keon Coleman is gone. It's just a big mess right now, is it not?
I think it's a dumpster fire. I don't know what's going on. They're going like press conferences, like talking trash about their players. I don't know what's happening. I
Not a
think
good look.
something shady's going on.
Not a good look. Today is playoff football, though. Pepsi being represented here, halfway to middle age. I'm
Yeah,
going to be
I wish.
drinking other fluids in about half an hour to
We
45.
both have we have these two games can decide right now who eats these hot
Oh,
wings.
I could be eating hot wings immediately.
Yeah. I
Actually,
was really I'm
there is a blizzard outside, so I can't get to it today, but tomorrow I probably can. Could you explain to me as
I
somebody
really
that
hope it's you because I'm terrible with spice.
Yeah, I know, but
What?
it's gonna make it fun. Could you explain to me why it is that you people like snow? By you people, I'm not generalizing you. I'm saying you people as you assholes that think that the snow is a good idea for whatever reason. Because I stepped
So I
outside.
like snowmobiling.
Eh. You know, if you could snowmobile me around in like a cart that has like a heater in it. Oh, you're freezing up. There it is. I don't know what's happening.
My shit's crashing.
I think you're crashing. Anyway, if you could motorize, cart me around, I got the heat, the music, basically like one of those like side by sides, but with tracks on it. I'm in. I don't understand why I want to be out in the elements, nothing but a helmet on her, driving 70 miles an
Because it's
hour.
fun.
You know what else is
Because it's
fun?
awesome.
You know what else is fun and awesome?
What?
A lot of things. Strip clubs are decent. I'm just saying
Those
it
aren't
seems
as
like
fun.
an
You only get
expensive hobby. I don't know. It's like, it's I would play golf before I became a snowmobiler, and I don't like golf, so that tells you how much, I'm like,
I
if I
like
had to
both of
pick
those
one.
things.
Yeah, eh, whatever. So the games today, Patriots, I need them to win. Actually, I need them to lose, but I'm rooting for them to win. The other side,
Why?
Rams, I need the Rams to win. Rams lose, I'm cooked. And I eat chicken wings, spiciest in the Hudson Valley. So it's fine. Three chicken wings.
I think you're going to, and I'm really excited about it. So,
It certainly has a feel. We've actually had some people reach out telling me that your list is way better than mine. We also have some
yeah.
negative. I listen, I get it. If we're gonna grow it all in this podcast world, we're gonna get some negative heat. But you know what? I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it for a couple of reasons. First off, it's mean. Second off, I've watched a lot of videos I think are awful, and I never take the time to send a comment to tell people how much I think that, they're a waste of space, get a new hobby, you suck, all the mean things I've heard. So I don't really get it.
Right. But you just
I don't
gotta take it, man.
gotta take it, right? Just put the chin out there and just take jabs. It's not fun. I don't like it. You're freezing up again.
Yeah.
No.
They're engaging with our video. It's that's all we need.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Let me see here. I got a couple ideas.
Why do they keep
What's that?
It's looking like I don't have a good internet connection.
It
I
certainly
keep getting told my internet is not good.
Certainly seems as if it sucks from this vantage point because it keeps on freezing up.
It's getting quite aggravating,
Oh,
actually.
shit. What's up with the messages here? Huh? 75 messages. I got the kids screaming upstairs, they're fighting. I told the wife I was coming downstairs to do a podcast, an award-winning podcast. Yeah, my kid made me an award for best podcaster on the street. Doesn't make a difference. Still an award, nonetheless. And they got to send a group text now. Anyway, I'm going to start it off like this. Welcome to another episode of the Halfway to Middle Age podcast. Because yes, I did write it here, so I didn't
You
forget.
are not again.
I don't
No
know.
way.
How was that ride in? Anyway, we went to the city and saw Shane Gillis. Louis C.K. opened up. I try to tell you that Dave Attell's a big superstar in the comedy world. Nobody knew who he was. The amount
Never
of
heard of
people
him.
that didn't know who Shane Gillis was that I talked to
That
over,
one blew my mind because I feel like he's like all over the place.
amazing. He's hilarious. I would love to hang out with him. I would love to have a Bud Light with him, despite the fact that I don't like Bud Light. But
Yeah, definitely it would
contractually,
be like, can we pick a different beer? But
contractually, if he thought that we would be a good fit for Bud Light, I consider becoming one of their big, you know what I mean? I talked
I
to
could
you
do it
about it.
right now.
I talked to you about it behind closed doors, see if we could make the deal work. So,
If they offered us anything, I would be fine switching.
really? What's anything? Would you get a Bud Light tattoo if they said that was part of the deal?
No,
Really?
no.
I would. If
Why?
that's closing the deal and we're gonna become like super well known doing like commercials with Post Malone, stuff like that,
Yeah,
you do
but
it
like
all.
that now I have a Bud Light tattoo on my body.
Yeah. It's pretty cool though, because you know what? It's weird if you have a Bud Light tattoo and not a story. But if I'm out and a guy goes, dude, why do you have a Bud Light tattoo? And I'm like, well, because they're our sponsor. And they're like, sponsor for what? And I tell them about the podcast. And they're like, holy shit, these guys must be something because Bud Light usually only picks up really famous people. See what I mean?
Right. I'm good.
You're not gonna get it.
I'm fine.
That's the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Bud Light walks right now, you get a tattoo.
Why? It's ruining all my future tattoos for one.
Why?
Because
Because what if then all of a sudden we decided to get, we were getting picked up by a lot of places like Josh
so
Allen.
now what? So now we're. What if we don't? What if we
I become a
get
walking
fired from
billboard.
them one
I'll
day?
do it for you. I'm old enough where it doesn't matter, right? Make
What
me
if
a
I get
walking
fired? What
billboard.
if we get fired one day?
Mm. Pete Davidson got all of his tattoos removed.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do it either. It's painful as hell, I hear. I'm not interested in it, but we could. It is a possibility. I'm just saying to you, I would do it. If one of us had to do it, I would do it. Like, for
I'm
example,
glad.
Bud Light said, we need one of you two to jump out of an airplane. One of us had to decide which one was going to do it. I'd do it because I'm older, I'm closer to, saying goodbye to this earth. So I would do it. I'd take a shot. You know what I mean? Speaking of your future, I think
I'm glad. I'm glad that you would take that chance.
I would take it. Why not? What do I have to lose? It's not my way. That's not the way I'm going out, for sure. I'm not going to pass
How do
up.
you know that?
I just know it. It's not going to be something cool like that. I've talked about it before. I know for a fact that however I pass is going to be boring. It's not going to be a cool story for my kids to say that he passed away jumping out of a plane or a plane crash hit the Rocky Mountains. It's not going to happen for me. Mine's going to be
But
typical.
like it could. If you put yourself in that situation, it could be the story.
Guess if I put myself in this situation, it could be the story. Let me ask you this. I got a couple questions for you. I looked it up. I looked up the most dangerous animals as far as like by each state, which I found pretty,
Yeah.
yeah. New York's kind of lame. I will say that. But Alaska, do you know what their most dangerous animal is in Alaska?
Probably a polar bear.
Dog.
Like a right like Rosie.
Yep. It says, although Alaska has large animals like grizzly bears, polar bears, and moose, they are not the most dangerous animals in the state. The most dangerous and deadly animals in Alaska are dogs.
How is that
Alaska is
possible?
the state with the highest fatality rate in dog. Maybe there's just a
Just
lot
because
of
they
like
don't.
wild dogs roaming around, right?
Is that not a wolf then?
I don't know.
What's the difference between a wolf and a dog?
Because this dog here, I don't know if you can see him.
That's a
I'm probably
that's a
staying
mean
away
dog.
from him.
He looks mean.
He
Like,
looks
why is he mad?
I feel like I could chill with this dog. Like if he would like put the teeth away for a little bit. You know what I mean? And we could get to the core of the problem.
Yeah, I feel like
Maybe
we could talk this out.
maybe he just needs a good something to eat. You know what I mean? A nice belly rub. Because I know for me, if I'm angry and all of a sudden the wife says, let's go out to Texas Roadhouse, offers me a little something that night, my mood completely changes. So I'm just saying, maybe this dog has had a rough life. He needs like a hug. All right, next one. The most dangerous animal in the state of Arkansas. What is your guess?
In what state?
Arkansas.
Do they even have anything out there? Like, I don't even
A
think people
bunch.
live there.
They got a bunch. This one is not really fair to blame this on the animal because the animal's not actually like eating people. But in Arkansas, the number one animal
Mice.
cause for cause for deaths, deceased deceased humans unalived is the white-tailed deer, causing over 22,
Uh,
can't see if that's thousand, yep, thousand vehicle and deer collisions every year. Number this one here in Idaho. One of the most deadliest and dangerous, nope, this is not Idaho. This is Hawaii. One of the most deadliest and dangerous animals in Hawaii is known as the yellow-bellied sea snake. Although considered docile and shy, they are also highly venomous. Now, if I am in the sea and see this guy floating atop, I'm not going in it.
I'm calling it a night if that thing
I'm never
comes right next to
going
me.
anywhere near the water at all.
That's it for me. I'm not making it out of the water.
And then for us in New York, sometimes the animals that
Do I
are
keep freezing?
not right now. Am I frozen? Can you see me?
You were frozen for a second on my end.
Ah, damn it. One of the most dangerous animals in New York is the mosquito. So that's our
Mosquito.
most dangerous mosquito.
Well, yeah, because that's like the malaria shit. Like,
Yeah. I
that
do
was a
not
huge thing.
enjoy a mosquito, I'll tell you that. All right,
No, they pissed me off.
I looked up things that we could debate. Okay. So I just took a screenshot of the top. Pick a number, whatever the number is, that's the number. Like they just list them in
5.
number five. Okay. So I will ask this question and see what you think. What, which is more valuable degree, medicine or engineering?
How are we defining valuable?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's define it ourselves. I could tell you that I have a wife that works
What
in
makes you the
hospital.
most money?
I know, but that's what I'm going to say. I got a wife that works in a hospital. She went from a registered nurse to a manager. She no longer really like, although she has set hours, she's answering phone calls all night. I can't imagine
Right.
that a doctor's schedule, and I don't know any, I'm certainly, no matter how much time I had in this life to study, would never be intelligent enough to be a doctor. So I can't say for sure. Maybe like our local doctor, Dr. Deno works in an office, maybe a school doctor, but I think like, if you're working in a hospital setting, those hours have got to be pretty crappy. Because it's like today,
No,
for
it's definitely
example, right? It's a
insane. But
blizzard.
how do you define value?
I think value is not only like the money, but it has to be like a little bit of, your time and freedom and like engineering, right? Like that seems pretty cool. Again, another profession that I'm way too outclassed and have no education for and never will. But I'm saying
And
like,
like when you say valuable, does that mean like you can like when you can use it in your daily life too? Like it's
so
more than just
so if they were even salaries, which would you pick? I'd want to
still
save
feel
people
like
jobs. Don't get me
yeah, I
wrong.
still feel like that's more value. Like you're changing, like you're changing outcomes of someone's life.
Yeah.
Like it's like it all depends on how you define the value, like what the value is.
Mm, all right.
You having the knowledge outside of your work, like which one's more? I think like as a parent, it's more valuable to
I guess
have medical knowledge.
yeah, I guess if I
Yeah.
had the ability to be a doctor, I would be a doctor. All right, pick another number. This one is more about relationships.
How many numbers?
19.
20. Nope. Sorry.
Good, because I can't see 20.
17.
17. Is social media making us more connected or just
No.
making it easier for people to stalk each other?
Just making it easier for people to stalk each other because every time you talk to anybody, somehow
They
a
know who you
teenage
are.
girl can find information on anything in
Mhm.
about 15 minutes.
I know you know this. I didn't have social media growing up.
What?
I know, right? And I could tell you for sure that I would have stalked people. Like
You would
100%.
have.
Oh yeah, million percent. If I liked a girl, I would have been on
I mean,
there.
think about it all the time. You definitely go, oh man, where's my wife? When you look at her location, go, all right,
Yeah,
I got a few hours.
yeah. I got a couple hours to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Get the house in
Yeah.
order, maybe fire up the laptop for a little bit. But I'm just saying that that part's nice. I will say though, sometimes you just go down a rabbit hole looking at people's pictures and you go from like all of a sudden you're in like 2021 looking at their vacation pictures and it's like it's a little weird, you know?
It's a little creepy, man.
It's a little
And
creepy.
everyone does it.
And everybody does it. And I know one time I was going to look at pictures on Instagram and went to zoom in and liked a picture that was 4 years old. And that's weird. If all of a sudden somebody likes a picture of mine that's 4 years old, it's I know they were looking at my whole profile.
Yeah, no, they were stalking you. There,
It's a
you were
weird
in the
thing. That's not like a new like all of a sudden somebody likes a picture like
no,
likes a bathing suit pic from 4 years ago. That's not good. That's weird.
like, like you're gonna have to. That'd be like I forgot my train of thought.
Hmm.
That's annoying. I totally went right out my brain.
So yeah, so when you have children, are you planning on doing a gender reveal?
No,
No.
but I don't think it. Not because like I don't think those parties are right. Like I'm fine with someone throwing a gender reveal party. I don't think that's crazy. Like
Do you have a
especially if you
hard
have a
enough?
close knit family.
Yeah.
But I don't think I want to know it. I
Yeah.
think I want it to be a surprise.
Do you have a hard enough stance on it though that if Emma wanted to, that you would be okay with it?
But because like that means we would have to find out, and I don't like. It's not the party. It's that I want to not know until
Mhm.
I want to be surprised.
I mean, we found out because Ann wanted to get the rooms ready and everything and not have to come home,
Yeah.
get the rooms, get the clothes. She kind of wanted to come home and have everything, but I understand both sides of it. It was really pretty cool.
If she really wanted one, I could be fine with finding out. But
Yeah,
like,
I gotcha.
I don't
So,
think that. Like, I don't know. I feel like gender reveal party. I sometimes they get a little too extravagant.
yeah.
Like I think the ones that are like close knit, your family, like especially like a family like ours, maybe that was so like together,
Mhm.
but not with like fucking you had a blimp fly across to say it's a girl or something, like those
Yeah.
really extravagant ones where
Crazy. I
like
get that.
just like cut a cake open and have it be a color and then call it a day. We're good,
But
you know?
so my question is, are the parents surprised too? How do they not know what's in
Yeah.
the cake? So the doctor
The
tells them
doctor
that,
gives you an envelope.
oh, you take it.
The
Okay.
doctor gives you an envelope and you give the envelope to like if you're doing a cake, you would give it to like the baker and say,
Hmm.
whatever this says, make the cake inside this color.
What if the baker thought it would be fun to mess you up? Because that
That'd
would
be
be
pretty
like a
fucked up.
practical joke that I would think was funny. Like, and then the whole time you think you're having a boy and then a girl
No,
comes out. Not good?
that would be a really, that's not a funny prank.
That's mean.
That would be a really messed up, that would be a really messed up thing to do.
You know what
Because,
was,
like, think about it as like a father. You thought you were having a boy,
yeah.
and then you got a girl. It's two totally different relationships you just, like, were prepared for.
Well, you know what? To those of you out there that are gonna have a girl, let me just tell you, I have a teenage girl now. Super easy. As long as you do exactly what they want, when they want, and buy them everything they ask for, days are smooth. I gotta tell you, man, it's parenting 101. I will say the difference between raising boys and girls in my house, leaps and bounds different. Like for
Yeah.
example, like my son, I've been shooting him with this like Zero gun that he got for Christmas. And he takes it like a champ. And I mean, and I talk shit to him and I like basically barge into his room like I'm a robber and tell him to put his hands up and he's a dirtbag and I could like shoot him in the neck. I do understand at that point when the gun gets put down that there at any point I could be taking a dropping a deuce, doing whatever. I may take a
Yeah.
bullet to the neck, and I know that like
You will.
I'm gonna think about it the entire time, but it's cool. If I shoot my 14-year-old daughter, I mean it's the end of the world. And I'm actually afraid of her. She scares me. She really does. And I've talked about it with the moocher. I don't know where she stands from 1 second to the next. I just hope that we could survive the day together. If she asks me for Dunkin' Donuts, she's not asking, she's telling me. And if I do, like, she's one of those people that she has an idea in her head, and if that idea doesn't work out, like she'll ask, like, "Oh, you think we can go to Dunkin' Donuts?" I'm like, "I'm not sure we're gonna have time," and complete mood change. Like, doesn't just take it like, "Oh yeah, no, we're not gonna be able to make it today." Okay, cool. Even though we went 6 days in a row, fine. It's like, I'm a piece of shit dad that definitely loves my son more because if he asked for a McDonald's, she's got like a head count of how many cheeseburgers he's had and telling me basically everything that I've ever done wrong. And I was lucky that a woman pulled me out of the dumpster, that I'm basically a piece of shit. I deserve nothing. My podcast is shit. When I post clips, they don't
Whoa,
make any
whoa,
sense.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Oh
whoa.
yeah.
Now
It's
I'm
fine
catching
when it's hurting
strays.
me, right? Yeah. Yeah. So no, she gets just nasty. I will say this. If you get a new shirt, new haircut, makeup, trying something new, and you honestly want to know how it looks, come over to my house, ask my kids. They'll tell you. Just be prepared for the fact that you might be sad for the next couple months. Because if I ask them an honest question, I'm going to get an honest answer. And it has
That's
usually
valuable though.
it's usually not nice. Like if I go to
Sometimes
you and I go, "Hey man, what do you think about this hat?" And you're like, "Yeah, it's a cool hat." And then you walk away and you're like, and Emma's like, "That fucking hat's ridiculous." You're like, "Yeah, but what are you gonna do? It's a hat. I mean, whatever."
I feel
If
like
I
I'd probably
say,
tell you though.
if I say to somebody like, I say to my son, like, "What do you think of this hat?" And he's just like, "You want to look like an idiot? I guess it's cool." And it's like, I don't understand what's the problem with it. Like the other day, he told me that I was the most feminine dad that of any of the dads he knows. And I said, "What does that mean?" And he was like, "It means that my friends probably wouldn't be surprised if you had a boyfriend." And I was like, "I don't know what that means." He was like, "Well, the colors you wear and everything, you're just pretty feminine." And I was like, "And that's why you don't eat. That's why, make your own lunch, do you got, like I don't really care because I do wear a lot of pastel colors and I'm very like I'm cool with whatever. I don't care about like looking feminine, obviously, to the point where I wanted to reorder my hats I got from Boot Barn. I went into
Yeah.
Boot Barn and I had the pink hat on, and the lady said, "Wow, you really wore that thing to shit." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a new one." She said, "Go online and order it." So I go on to Boot Barn. I can't find it in the men's hats because it's actually women's hats, and I own three of them. So three of the hats that I've been wearing around Nashville that I love, mind you, and I'll still wear them, are actually women's caps. So that's that's fine, and I'm good with it. No, but they will tell you the truth. They will tell you the God's honest truth about what you're looking like if you put a couple pounds on. They picked it up. They know it. And they
I don't really. I think I can figure that one out on my own. Everybody knows when they put a few on.
yeah,
Fuck.
everybody could tell. But most people wouldn't be mean and tell you, like, yeah, man, oof, who
No.
would? I couldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. Be like, phew, man to man, you
My
gotta drop a
my
couple
worst enemy.
keys. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to tell you the story about this family I read. So this family's driving behind a garbage truck when a dildo flies out and thumps against the windshield. Embarrassed and trying to spare her young son's innocence, the mother turns around and says, "Don't worry, dear. That was just an insect." "Wow," the boy replies. "I'm surprised it could get off the ground with a cock like that." Yeah, read that one. I don't know, man. I can't make this shit up. It's just what's out there. Um,
Dude, what is your Facebook feed? I
I
can't, I
don't I don't do Facebook feeds, okay? This is all I made all this shit up right from the dome, as they say. The
You
kid,
literally just stated I can't make this shit up.
Yeah, just so you know, I wasn't lying. Look, see that hat? Fucking women's. Whatever. Still like the son of a bitch.
Oh God.
Still order another one. I don't really care. So yeah, football tonight. I think we both want the Patriots, although it'll screw me, and I will not be able to have both teams in the Super Bowl. I just can't see Jarrett Stidham winning. I hope he does, though. You know, it's a good story for a young kid.
They say that the Patriots' kryptonite is backup quarterbacks.
I always wonder about they, right? Because they always they say, and then they'll be like the percentages, the odds, 50% do this, but we don't really know. Nobody's ever asked me a single question. And not only in 47 years have I never been asked to do a survey, or maybe I have, and I turn them down all the time. Actually, I do, because they're always like, if you don't mind, hang on after the phone call for a survey. I don't do them, so I'm part of the problem. But what I will say is,
Part of the
yeah,
problem.
part of the problem. So they don't really know the truth. I don't know if people are taking surveys that they're being super honest. So I don't know what the facts are behind like 50% of people say they brush their teeth twice a day. I don't know that. How many times would you say you brush your teeth on a weekly basis?
7.
So you're a once a day guy.
Oh yeah, I don't do twice a day.
I'm
I've never.
21 to 25 because I gotta brush first thing in the morning before I
What?
take a shower.
You
21,
say 1 to 25?
21 to 25.
So you're 3 times a day minimum?
Oh yeah, I have to.
Why?
Because I'm just always worried about my breath. I'm worried I got to brush in the morning, then I got to brush it if I'm going any place, later on that day in the afternoon. I brush my teeth at night.
Hmm.
It's just something I got to do, you know?
It seems like a lot of brushing.
It's a lot of brushing. It might be a little bit too much brushing, but I read this stat online too. When men get drunk, they talk shit, get really emotional, drive badly, and like to fight for absolutely no reason. I take my hat off to women. They manage to do all that stuff without drinking. It's true. Guess it's not a stat.
Say it's true.
It's not a stat, but I'd say it's pretty true. I know that my wife in New York City got really mad for no reason just because I told her that the bar wasn't serving food anymore. Of course, I had no idea it was 1 o'clock in the morning. But oh, I read this too. I hate being tickled. I don't think it's cute or funny. I will knock you out on accident or on purpose. And I was thinking about this. As an adult, I do not like to be tickled. It makes me angry, actually, when my kids tickle me. But a kid does,
I've never thought tickling was fun, but I'm just not that ticklish.
really.
You know,
You're,
I'm only ticklish
I'm
in
very
literally,
ticklish, but I fight
huh?
it. I fight it. I'm very ticklish. My feet, very ticklish.
Just my stomach for some reason.
I think that's the problem why I don't like to be tickled, honestly, because I'm very insecure and I don't want anybody touching my fat gut. So then if they're going to tickle me and I can feel their fingers just like going into fat, I'm like, nope, we're not doing this at all. Are you reading stuff over there? What are you looking up? What are you doing?
I'm looking up, I'm looking up trends.
You've been looking up trends this entire time and haven't talked about one trend. Can we not find anything that's not political? I will say the silver market's doing.
There's a, it's a terrible week for trends. It's just like freaking sports, and that's about it. Sports and po politics.
I read this your mama joke. Your mama's so ugly, your dad wakes up with morning wouldn't. I like that. Short and sweet.
I actually like that a lot too.
Yeah.
You can't lie about that one. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I like that one. Very good.
Morning
Uh,
wood.
okay. Do you know the top 10 cars driven by millionaires? Let me tell you. Number 10, Buick. Number 9, Lincoln. Number 8, Hyundai. Hyundai? Do you say Hyundai or Hyundai?
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
That's what I say.
Acura. Number 6, BMW. Number 5, Subaru. Number 4, Lexus. Number 3, Ford. Number 2, Honda. And number 1 is Toyota. Which tells you what, Mr. Harding? A
that they
honey
don't spend their
not
money on shit.
plastic. Yeah, right. I got a Ford. I'm number three on that list. You're not even on the son of a bitch.
Yeah, because they don't have anything reliable.
I read this too. I thought it was pretty clever. Never did Netflix and chill, but I did do VHS and finger fuck back in 95. That's fucking fact. That is a fucking fact. Actually, 95. How old was I then? I wasn't what the ladies call desirable for a stretch, so I'm not sure 95 is when I was, I would have been in 11th grade. Yeah, probably not then, but definitely, definitely a little after that. Uh, did you find anything trending that could be useful for this podcast? I told you that we're
Nothing good on here.
an
There's nothing
award-winning
good.
show.
I looked up I looked up the 2025 trending on Google. It's all the trending things from all of 2025. What do you think the number one trending search was?
It's got to be the president of the United States, I'm guessing.
Nope, Charlie Kirk.
Uh,
You know what number two is?
what's that?
You'll never guess it. Try, give it a shot.
Number two, Dancing with the Stars.
Nope. K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh my God, I probably could have come up with that. I probably could have done that. Men spend about 7 hours a year hiding in the bathroom just for peace and quiet. I would say that that's a fact
I don't hide in the bathroom.
because you don't have kids.
But why would you hide in the bathroom? That's the worst place to
Because you
hide.
could lock the door.
You can lock your bedroom door.
I don't have a lock on my bedroom door. I should. Oh, let me take this time now to make a little PSA. What's that?
Why?
Why do I not have a lock on the door? I don't know. And yes, been caught pants down. Not alone, by the way. I mean alone as well, but it's embarrassing. Sometimes you can't hear the door jiggle.
That's because you have your wireless
Yeah,
headphones in.
I got my headphones in. I got all the
This
noises.
would be the perfect time if we were
Oh my God, please reach out
sponsored by
there.
Bose.
Yeah.
So
So sponsored by Apple, where I wear your headphones every time I fire up a 30-second clip. Um, what's I gonna say? Oh yeah, PSA for all the people 45 and older, or men, women. I took a Cologuard test where you go to the bathroom, send it away in a box, got a positive test result day after Christmas. Terrified me for 2 weeks. I just want to tell anybody that may be going through the same thing. They get a lot of false positives. Don't be
all the
scared.
time.
Definitely go follow up and get a colonoscopy because I did. Turns out I have a pristine colon, which is great. Now I have that picture framed and hanging up on the wall. It's not like a masterpiece, but I'm proud of it. So I will say, definitely, if you get a positive, don't try not to freak out, although I did. And just follow up with your doctor and get a colonoscopy and hope everything is fine. So, Jason Harding, have you found anything?
No, I told you we got nothing on here.
Oh my God. This guy's not the best research.
And my shit's frozen again.
I'm frozen?
No, just my Google.
Oh, I gotcha.
You're gonna go soon though.
A woman attempted to cut off her husband's dingling.
Yep.
What? I'm gone?
There and we're back.
God damn it. So a woman attempted to cut off her woman's start that over again. So a woman attempted to cut off her husband's dingling. She missed and cut his thigh. She was charged with misdemeanor. Nope. She was charged with misdemeanor. That's, you know,
You know what? You tried really hard on that one,
if
and I'll
I
give you credit.
if I could read, it would be really
You
helpful.
tried so very hard. I feel
God,
like we've been on here and haven't talked about our most major story of the week,
what is that?
the city.
The city, yes. Yes. Very true. But before we went to the city, my wife came home very upset, had a bad day, and I just did what I thought would help her out. And I pulled my shirt up, flashed her. Apparently, that doesn't have the same healing qualities when you're a man, so don't try that. But I thought it was going to lead to me getting a little action in the city because you told me you'd walk away, give us a couple hours, well, a couple minutes. But then it was too cold, and Megan Maroney's posters had already been seen. Plus, she was still pissed at me. So New York City was not a success for me. Did have a great time in New York City, though.
It was
Drank a little too
fantastic.
much.
From the second we got on the train, I had a fun time.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we had some beers. We drank on the train. We saw Shane Gillis, who is very, very funny.
Hit a couple of bars.
Hit a couple of bars. We had the coldest weather I've ever felt in my life. The AC.
It was literally, it was, I've never felt cold like that in my entire life, which we did find out wind chill was -4.
Wow, wow. I
Um,
that I buy it.
you're it's impossibly cold. This is
Yeah,
make believe.
yeah. It
This
definitely.
isn't real. This is make believe.
I felt like I was like in the Star Wars movies, like where they're like trudging across the like it was so cold that I just wanted to die. I had my new Canada Goose jacket on, subtle flex. My upper body was warm. The rest of me, brutally, brutally cold. So we took a Uber to Madison Square Garden from our hotel. Uber driver drops us off, what about tries to about a mile away,
Literally a mile away.
mile away. I was like, this isn't Madison Square Garden. I've never had that happen before.
Not and it's I looked on the Uber app later on. You definitely put Madison Square Garden in. I don't understand.
Well, that's good. I thought I messed it up because I am known to do that.
Mind you, this is also the guy who just banged a U-turn in the most aggressive
Yeah, he did.
fashion I've ever seen. Like,
Right in the middle of New York City. If you've never been there, it could be a little scary to drive there in general, and certainly to try to swing a Yui in the middle of
he was
traffic.
from France.
Would you move to New York City?
Never,
Me neither.
ever,
Nope.
never, ever, ever.
Good for a visit. I've done a weekend there and it's fine, but it's too congested. It definitely
Yeah.
gets all of my senses heightened.
Oh, talk about that.
Yeah,
The congestion,
yeah.
congestion fee.
Congestion fee, the Uber, the $2.75 congestion fee.
No, it was like almost $5 with the
Yeah,
two
with
different.
two of them, yeah. And like we
That's
talked
per
about,
trip.
why are we paying? Because we're being congested. That's not fun. It's not like
Yeah,
we're paying an anti-congestion fee. Like you're taking
yeah.
us a different route that's less congested. Fine, I'll pay the fee. But if I got to drive in the same congestion, why am I getting hit with that? That's not fair. And everything in New York City is 1.5 times more expensive than it is here.
Well, it's also got like a 14% sales tag. So
Yeah. I did try my first martini, went for the dirty. Can't do it again. My wife was trying to get me to do the caviar bump, which I've never had caviar before in my life.
I've never heard of a martini with caviar in it. So
I've never knew that it was a thing. I kind of wish I had tried it though, but I got a little cheap because I think it was like $45.
yeah, it was a $45 drink.
When I had tried the dirty one, I didn't like that already. I thought, don't think sardines or whatever. What
Caviar.
was really I didn't think caviar was really going to help it all that much. So, but yeah. So Shane Gillis was good. I think we may have talked about it before. Jason's woman. That's her supposed hall pass is Shane Gillis. My wife's hall pass, who she says would just be like she just wants to know him and be friendly and like hang out with him. I think that's horseshit. Would
I
be
think
John
that's a
Hodgman.
waste.
You know what I mean? And I see those memes that are like, yeah, they pick these people and I pick their sister and their best
Yeah, the
friend.
barista at Starbucks.
Yeah. But I'm thinking like, dude, I love Shane Gillis and like I would love to be friends with him.
Oh,
I would be
absolutely.
like a fan, like to me, Adam Sandler would be like my number one guy, him or Michael J. Fox, if I could ever meet them, and I would be like out of my mind, like nervous and excited, and probably say really stupid stuff and make myself look even dumber than I am. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know that many people's hall passes are Shane Gillis. Maybe, I mean, everybody likes funny, right? And I'm not saying he's
For a
unattractive. I'm
hall
saying if you're
pass,
gonna
I
do
feel
a
like
hall pass, maybe, in her age group, maybe you go for somebody like what's his name? See who I would pick for her. Maybe Kylie Jenner,
Literally anybody else.
Timothy Chalamet. That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, I think that would be a good one for her. For my wife, somebody in their 40s, if she wants to go for I don't think Michael B. Jordan's 40. Somebody like that. I go like, yeah, that makes sense. The guy's ripped, famous, good looking. But Bon Jovi, come on. You're frozen. You're not frozen. I think you are frozen.
You back?
I'm here. I am here.
I'm here.
You're there?
I'm here.
All right, good. You messing with
You're
me again
frozen
like
for a
that one
second.
time?
This internet is getting annoying.
Well, anyway, we've been on long enough. I just wanted to do this so I could get this out there.
I
You can
do
get
have to. I have to tell the one story that I was completely caught off guard.
mm,
When we were walking through, you know, the people they hand out the bus pamphlets. They're constantly in your face in the middle of Times Square, trying to take it, take it, take it.
some of our
This dude
friends
walks up
around
and he goes, "Take it."
here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for those of you that have never been to New York City, they're annoying in Times Square. They try to hand these out as if they're getting paid for each one, and maybe they are. And it's cold out there, and maybe they got to give out a certain amount so they could call it a day. I don't know, but they don't take no for an answer.
When they ask me, I just go, "Nope, nope." So this one guy walks up, he goes, "Take it, take it," and I go, "No," and he goes, "Why?" Never in my life have I been asked why I don't want it. It completely caught me off guard, and I just went because I don't want it. And he told me that he didn't care and told me to go away.
Yeah, he
I don't know
definitely
how that
does.
situation got flipped onto me,
Yeah,
but that's what I already wanted to do, and I was astonished by it. I've never been asked a series of questions like that after saying no.
I think it's very, very funny. Yeah, those guys are really annoying, and it was too
Like
cold, and I wasn't
it's
going to take
asking
that
why
long.
as if like you're a 5-year-old kid who
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, New York City was great. Let me see if I have any other notes that I missed here before we sign off. So right now, I'm gonna pick that it's gonna be the Rams and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I bet you're thinking it's gonna be the Seahawks and the Patriots, which would make me eat the spiciest chicken wings in Hudson Valley. If you are a restaurant owner or work at a restaurant or know where we could find the spiciest chicken wings in Hudson Valley, or I'd prefer Ulster County because it's smaller, shoot us a message because I'd sure like to know and order them. Hopefully for old J-Bone over there. Let me check my notes one more time, make sure I'm not missing anything key to this. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I got a blind ranking for you. Are you ready for it?
hit me.
All right.
Yeah.
Sandwiches.
What is the categories like food?
Just sandwiches.
Like any sandwich?
Yeah, I got five different ones.
Oh, okay.
Grilled cheese,
Mmm. Three. The perfect middle of the road.
peanut butter and jelly,
Oh. Four. Even though it could be number one in certain situations.
pulled pork.
Five.
Really? I like
Yeah.
pulled pork sandwich. An Italian sub.
See, this sucks because I don't like Italians, but I like deli sandwiches.
Hmm.
So just Italians,
Hmm.
that would be five,
Yeah.
but it's gonna have to go two.
French dip.
One. Easy one.
You would be number one even if you weren't blind. If I took the
Yeah.
blindfold off, you'd still be one.
If I took my blindfolds off, I'm still one. French dip.
If my blindfold's off, I'm gonna go. I like a grilled cheese, Danny. Give me that cheese, Danny. I'm gonna go with grilled cheese, peanut butter and jelly second, Italian sub third, pulled pork sandwich. Actually, maybe I'd go French dip third, Italian pulled pork. So yeah, I'm getting pulled pork fifth too.
Really?
Yep.
Thought you liked an Italian.
I do, but it gives me really bad heartburn.
I would go French dip, grilled cheese, PB&J, pulled pork, Italian.
And when you're eating this PB&J, is the PB crunchy or is it non?
Creamy PB.
Yeah, because I can't mess with the crunchy because it rips the bread.
Yeah, Emma is a crunchy gal.
Do you have any idea how much gas was the year you were born? Because I do.
No.
The average price for gas the year you were born, $1.36. With that,
What?
with that, what do you think the average price was in 1978, the year that I was born?
Like 75 cents.
63 cents. Now, I
Damn.
only looked that up because I have no clue what today's gas prices are. Today, the average in the United States is
The
290,
gas station right next to me was 2.99 today.
297 because I have a electric vehicle. The only other news I've got, let's just do a quick top three ranking. Top three current comedians. You go first. Who are you taking?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, huh? I'll go Kevin
Thought
Hart.
you'd snag him quick, so I wanted him.
Yeah, I'm going Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I figured. Um, I want this guy. I can never pronounce his name right, but he's all over my TikTok all the time. He's getting pretty famous. His name's Nate Bergoltzi or something like that.
Joking with me, or is this is a joke? You really
Nope.
don't know how to pronounce his name?
No.
Oh, it's funny because he's like really famous.
Yeah, how do you say it?
Nate Bargatze.
Nate Bargatze. That's who I want because he's funny as hell every time I see him.
Do you know how much I resist Nate Bargatze? Because I'll tell you why I
I
resist
don't
Nate.
really know what that means.
Like I resist to watch it and I resist to listen to him. And it's not because I don't think he's funny as hell, because I do. But it's because when we first started this podcast, my wife told me that we should try to be funny like Nate Bargatze. Not not in a complimentary way. Like she was basically saying, like, the stuff we say, take that, throw it out, be more like Nate. And do you know how difficult it is for Nate Bargatze and the people like him to do stand-up comedy when it's completely clean? He doesn't say one curse word.
No.
I have all the respect and adoration in the world for the man, but just the fact that I was cuckolded by my wife, I can't watch him.
Oh,
Okay. Sorry. Number two for me, I'm gonna go with Andrew Santino. Gonna do it.
yeah.
I love the guy. I really want to meet him one day. And number three is a guy that if you don't take him, I'm taking him. And if you do take him, I'm gonna be pissed that I didn't take him maybe first. That's fine.
So number three for me is Bill Burr.
Fucking
Yeah.
you son of a bitch. And you know what? Every time we do these countdowns, you fuck me on the first pick because then you throw my whole game off. Yes, I would have taken Chappelle, but I wouldn't have taken him first. Okay, fine. Number three, I'll go Shane Gillis.
My
So
list wins.
let me know which list you think is better. I
What
got
is
Shane
it?
Gillis.
What is it? Chappelle.
Yeah.
That's my number two.
Yeah, who the fuck did you take for number two? Oh, Bergazzi.
Yeah. And Bill Burr. I think I think
I got Kevin Hart. Yeah, Whiskey Ginge, maybe not too many people know him as well as Bergazzi, but I'm going with Andrew Santino and I'm gonna go with Shane Gillis. See how that sits with people. The last
I think
one
we
I
know who won that one.
we talk about Home Alone a lot. Well, we did in one episode and there was about 17 short clips off of that one conversation for some reason. Um, Home Alone news. Daniel Stern, also known as Marv, was arrested for soliciting a prostitute.
Oh,
That's pretty sad. First
yeah,
off, you get arrested for soliciting a prostitute, which I don't really know what solicit means. Does that mean trying to get one?
I think so.
So you don't
Like
even get
selling.
like I want to know at what part did he get arrested? Because at least let the man get what he paid for first. Because if you're just getting arrested just based on a phone call or a window tap and you don't actually get to score, then you get your mug shot. That's pretty awful. But
Let's
anyway,
see.
yeah. Marv arrested,
It
69 years
means
old, I believe.
it means requesting, encouraging, or offer to pay someone to engage in sexual acts.
So he might not have even scored.
Yeah, he just tried to.
Hmm.
He tried to do it.
Okay. Well, I kind of feel bad for him. You know what I mean? If you get that low as a celebrity that you need to go out and try to pay for it, and then you get arrested for attempting to pay for it, that sucks.
But I feel like a lot of them have been caught paying for it.
I'm not saying he's a panty dropper by his looks, but he's still super famous. You would think that he should be able to get a piece, but maybe he's married and he didn't want to get caught up in that. So he was going to just pay for a quick one. And then, who knows?
That could be it.
That could be it. Last question for you. We watched that show with Bert Kreischer. I think he's funny, but I didn't think the show was that great personally. But would
No.
you put him in your top 20 stand-up comedians?
I'm gonna be honest, I think he only gets in there because I can't think of a full set of 20.
You couldn't even think of Bergazzi's last name.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't think I could come up with 20 just
that could
because, and I think that's how he sneaks into that list. But I don't like,
be really funny.
I
And
think
I
he's
think
a very normal funny.
he's very genuine, I feel like I think
Yeah.
like he could come here and hang out and like take his
Like
shirt
he's
off like my
definitely funny.
brother-in-law John. He would just be that guy. I
Yeah.
That's why I picture Johnny Dietz as Bert Kreischer. This dude takes his shirt off,
Yeah.
drinks
They
a beer,
both like the shirt off.
yeah, which is great.
But like I think he's very funny. I just don't think he's like the funniest.
Hmm. I think Sebastian Maniscalco is really funny too.
He's very funny. I saw him live. That was a very funny stand-up.
And I know you picked Bergazzi. I'm surprised that Maniscalco is not like higher on your list than him. Again, I think it's just our sense of humor, right? Like I got a couple of comedians. I'm like, yeah, this guy's really funny. And Bergazzi is funny. I watched him with my wife for like 15.
I just love the way he talks.
Oh, it's great.
It's like his
His delivery
delivery
is
is
like his
unbelievable.
delivery is like what anybody that's trying to be funny is like. That's what you would strive for. Just the way he
Yeah.
tells the story is amazing.
Like I saw this one where he was like, "Yeah, my wife said she was going to bed." So she gets up, leaves the couch. She grabs a blanket and comes back to the couch and says, "I'm just going to fall asleep out here until you're ready to go to bed." And he goes, "I don't care for that at all." Like it's just the way like
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
you promised me that you were going to bed.
Yeah.
I got all excited.
Yeah, I got mad yet last night because I wanted to watch my own show. My wife and I cannot agree on a show. She only, if it's not on Bravo, it's not for her. And I can't watch The Real Housewives anymore. I did it when we first met because I was still trying to, trying to score and whatever. And so I would sit there and watch it. Now she, for some reason, thinks that I could stomach it, which I can't watch any reality TV shows. She puts on, I think, the worst shows on television, and she thinks that my shows and movies are awful because most of them have serial killers and a lot of shooting and stuff like that, drugs and shit. So we could never agree. So I was like, listen, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm a little tired after being hungover and being in the city. And then she comes in and she was like, oh, Andrew's having a sleepover, so I can't be out there. And I was like, really pissy about it because I thought I had the bed to myself and I could watch whatever I wanted to do and do whatever I wanted to do, and I couldn't do it. So I turned into quite an asshole.
I will say, trying to agree on a show might be one of the most impossible things ever created.
Well, for me, it's like we go on Netflix and then or wherever, and I'm looking for a show for like a half an hour before we agree on one, and then she's into it for like she'll watch a show for 10 minutes and fall asleep. Like
Yeah.
Jane Gillis, she fell asleep in the middle of a comedy show. It's like I think she might be a part narcoleptic. I'm not sure, but she cannot stay awake. So
Barton narcoleptic.
yeah. Anyway, this episode has been brought to you by us, halfway to middle age.
That's it. That's all
What's going
that.
on here? Hat, shirt.
I'm
We're only
excited to get
making them
one of
for ourselves
those
right
bad
now.
boys.
Only making them for ourselves right now. But if anybody really wants one, reach out. Be happy to send it to you. Jason J Bone Harding, your final semester of college, which is why we're zooming. I know you've got to be sad, but excited for your future. Okay, what do you think? More sad or excited? Because I know you're not sad
A
about
little
not
bit of
plowing,
both.
shoveling today. So
I'm very happy that I don't have to be shoveling all this snow we're getting, that's for sure.
yeah,
But a little bit of both. Excited that I get to like start my job, my career,
right.
but also like gonna miss how easy this is.
I did tell the Uber driver that your career, your job and you were actually winning an award for newcomer of the year with
Yeah, rookie of the year in the PH site,
PH site, and your name was the
the
Hammer.
Hammer with one M and two R's. I don't know what that means, but
Two R's. Yeah, because you wanted to stand out. Anyway, if for some reason, old episodes, new episodes, you want to go back and listen to us, could you please tell everybody out there where they could find our sweet
well, if
voice?
you don't want to see our faces for some very
I
strange
can't
reason,
imagine
you
why.
can catch us at iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts. And if, like a sane person, you do want to see us, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all at halfway to middle aged, you can't find us. It's because you ain't looking.
And if you'd like to grab a hold with two hands to this shooting star of a show and have us rep your product, God damn it, reach out. I mean, we're pretty selective, but who knows? Maybe we'll give you a shot. This has been fun. We'll see you next week. Good luck, Patriots. Good luck, Rams. We
Deuces.
out.